Good evening, insomniacs, weather aficionados, and people in Texas. I am your Planetary Defense Commander, Star-Lord New Thor 7, and I just got done going live with a mental breakdown. I'm melting down in front of y'all video. And as soon as I get off the video, major developments have happened. The filament in high northern latitudes is finally broken up and partially erupted on the sun. Oh, okay, wait, this is not what I'm talking about. The center of Tropical Storm Nicholas just jumped about 250 miles north while I was going live. Josh Morgerman, that's got to be the farthest central reformation I've ever seen in a tropical cyclone. That is a serious jump. Crazy shit right there. Tropical Storm Nicholas. And so, yeah, dude, while I was live, it was like low here, and then boom, it jumped here. And so that means A, it has less time to develop over water, so you can probably rule out category 3. So that's good news. B, the bad news is it's going to make landfall a whole lot sooner than expected. We thought in the central part of Texas where it might make landfall, between here and here, it would happen Tuesday. But now it looks like we will be getting landfall on Monday because it jumped so far north. And things can and will probably change. But yeah, they just put out a special advisory because hurricane hunters have found that the center of Tropical Storm Nicholas has reformed farther north tonight. Nicholas is now forecast to make landfall along the upper or mid-Texas coast Monday night. And so I will probably be getting the major effects somewhere around Tuesday, but parts of Texas will be seeing the major effects. Whoops, that weird Freudian slip. Effects Monday, today. So everybody pay attention. I hope you've gotten your preparations out of the way. The main problem with this thing will be the heavy rainfall. We've seen estimates anywhere from 20 inches to 60 inches because the Euro had some weird thing where it stalled for 12 hours. And of course, if any stalling happens, that would be disastrous. So we do not want that to happen. We're trying to use our mental Jedi mind powers, plus praying. I pray to God, Jesus, the Holy Spirit, for any help and protection we can get. You can throw in Archangel Michael in there if you want to. I don't know. You do you, man. This is still America. You're still allowed to breathe whatever you want to. So I'm just running through the shit for you guys, whoever's awake, listening, because Astro Fight Club is awesome. You guys are so good to me. Okay, so we are going to watch. We have 4 different model runs. This is the crazy Euro. This is wind speed. Wind speed is not the problem. This would make landfall around just above Matamoros. About 1 p.m. on Monday. But what I'm going to do here is we're going to quick switch it on over to rain because, oh crap, I hit the wrong button. That's not a good sign. This was the model that showed 60 inches, the Euro run. And this is the run that was like, if this happened, you would get 60 inches. We're not saying that would happen. It is a worst case scenario, but see how it goes up past San Antonio, and then it goes north of Houston, and then it just stops. And dumps a whole lot of rain, College Station, Austin. And then it guides south again, and then the rain still kind of rotates in the same area. Very Harvey-like. Where the worst parts of the rain would just hover over the same spot from Monday to Thursday to Friday. So that would be a crazy Harvey-esque. Nobody's saying that's going to happen. It was only one model run, but right now nothing can be ruled out. This is one of the weirdest tropical storm/hurricanes I've ever been around, where it's hard to nail down anything other than worst case scenarios and things that might possibly happen. And that was the Euro run we just watched together, you and I. All right, we've now moved on to the GFS, the latest run that just came hot off the press. And it would have it at a Category 1 hurricane, making landfall about 8 p.m. on Monday. In between Victoria and Lake Jackson. We're going to switch on over again to rain. And that, like, this is nasty rain, man. And I definitely think we'll see 20 inches in some spot. I took a guess. 27 is, I think some area will get 27 inches or more. But so here we watch. And then so this would be a really bad situation for Houston, and watch it expand. And so that would be super heavy rainy for Houston. And Houston would get the brunt of the rain, and then Cleveland and Beaumont would still get tons of rain, and then parts of western and central Louisiana would get heavy, heavy rain. And so this thing will definitely be a rainmaker. and then it will go combine with another front. That was the GFS. The NAM has it making landfall somewhere near Elon Musk on Monday at 1 p.m., which would be about 12 and a half hours from now. And it would keep a lot of the heavy rainfall off the coast, but it would still ride up the coast, and then the heavy rainfall would approach and enter the coast around Victoria, bringing a lot of heavy rain to Victoria, Columbus, Lake Jackson, and then this would bring the bulk of the rain south of Houston, although it wouldn't be like the two model solutions we'd seen, and then the storm would kind of peter out with the heavy rain in Texas on Tuesday, and then the back-end rain bands would start to hit Louisiana, with some back-end rain bands hitting East Texas. And so that would be more of a south and east affecting rain situation. And that was the NAM. All right, now here we are on the icon. It would make landfall around Monday night as a lopsided tropical storm. I still think it'd be Category 1 hurricane. Doesn't really make the big of a difference, I don't think. And then we watch its rain solutions as it rolls out. And then you can see this would probably be the best case scenario because it keeps all the heavy rain off the coast with a little bit in South Texas, nothing we couldn't handle. And then for whatever reason, it would get heavier up in North Louisiana. So if I got to pick one, I would definitely pick the icon. So it's anywhere between, oh my God, that was a bust of a storm. THORnews was fear-mongering it, and it turned out to jack shit. Or you get the Euro where like, oh my God, nobody warned us properly. This was a total massive disaster, and nobody thought that it would rain so much in south of Austin and then College Station and Columbus, and or this would just be wreaking havoc, man. So this is what, like I said, we look at best case and worst case scenario, and I've literally laid out the options. And so I know that when I went live and I tried to get a prayer circle going, the storm jumped 250 feet north, which in my mind I see as good news because that doesn't mean it has much time to amplify. But it can always jump backwards. So I don't want to get cocky now, and definitely don't get cocky. But we are expecting, now this is 2 inches of rain in the green, which would be 800 miles of square foot, and then the orange is like 6 to 10, and then the pink is 15 to 20. So we're still looking at major rainfall totals. Where exactly it's going to go, I don't know yet. Well, we are watching it. And if you do want to watch the crazy video I did live for an hour and a half, it's still up, I think. Anywho, it kind of lay out the rest of the year for us in major terms. But okay, so then we got this thing that we'll be watching that may or may not bring a tropical storm or depression up to Carolina and possibly the Northeast coast. Then we got this thing down here, which models like this could be a problem as well. And this one is just to make sure you have a banana in the fruit bowl. So I'll be up watching this thing like a hawk. If you happen to be up, I will be giving you updates. But as of right now, we're looking at Monday night landfall and then major impacts Tuesday in the Houston-ish area, and then it will be heading on Wednesday into East Texas and Louisiana. And when people went to bed, it was a tropical storm, and when they woke up, it was Category 3 hurricane. What will happen? What will the storm look like at 8 in the morning? I do not know, but I will be here awake until then, giving you guys frequent updates, because that is what I do. And like I said, this has been a weird storm. It will probably continue to stay weird. But yeah, watch it just boom at the end. Right there, boom. Yeah, that's getting stronger. But yes, it is getting stronger. Brady, who does an awesome job, dropped Sunday from NOAA. Recon just found pressure around 1,000 millibars in Nicholas to support strengthening trend. It was previously at 1,008 millibars in the last advisory. So it's dropped 8 millibars in a short amount of time. I do think we will see it at hurricane strength. I do think Category 2 is probably still on the cards, and I hope by jumping 250 miles north, Category 3 is no longer on the cards. But hey, man, this is the Gulf of Mexico, and so I do this thing where I've been looking back exactly 1 year ago, because I think 2021 is mirroring 2020 in a lot of ways, So then Sean Milrad was talking about how this is a hurricane intensifier. And the joke is he's basically saying the Gulf of Mexico is hurricane intensifier. And so how strong will it get between now and landfall? We do not know, but I will be paying attention for you and giving you guys updates. Apparently 1 year ago, I was still fawning over just how beautiful and cool Nick Loves is. She's gorgeous. She's a Pisces, you know? Anyway, that's not related to this. And apparently last year, I was making references to Batman. Okay, I don't need that right now. Thank you, though. What? I was making references to Batman, and for whatever storm was hitting Louisiana, I disabled comments. So I'm doing better this year. I'm not disabling comments. Anyway, yeah, the atmosphere's fired up, and I think Neptune is pissed, but we can talk about that later. And so my initial reaction is to think that it jumping north 250 miles is good news, but there's still going to be bad news with this storm in many ways. So I will continue to watch it and give you guys updates through the night. I've been doing them like every 2 or 3 hours, kind of. Maybe I'll stick on that schedule. And I want to say thank you to everybody in Asteroid Fight Club. You guys are incredible. I'm now, I think, like $245 away from making my fundraiser because you guys are so awesome. I'll put up the thank you list later when I have time to write it all down. Like I said, I just finished the live video and then I went on to this one. Oh, that looked like quite an outflow there. But like I seriously thank everybody. You guys are incredible. You guys are awesome. I love and appreciate all the support, and that is why I work so hard to give you guys good information. And if you would like to make a contribution, I still got $245 left to raise for the September fundraiser. Then I get to shut up about money until the 28th, and then it starts all over again. That's how it works. Okay, great. You guys are awesome. Stay tuned. And I can definitely feel the hurricane energy since it's headed towards my town. So if I act a little weird over the next 48 hours, if you could be kind of forgiving and tolerant, that I would appreciate it. All right. And I might ramble a bit too much. It happens from time to time. And because this is happening to me and my people, you're all my people. I'm talking about Texans and Houstonians. Yeah, this is pretty much me videotaping what I would be doing anyways, which is watching this thing nonstop. That's why I went live. I needed a break. I'm staring at this thing. I miss Cranky Weather Guy. Okay. So yeah, you almost have 2 lows. That's not what's happening, but I don't know, dude. It's weird. So at times I want to get all optimistic about the storm, and then at times I'm just like, hell no. Let us get optimistic when it's over. How about that? Because the whole Gulf is a weird situation right now. Your heels are filled with fire. If they say I never loved you, you'll know they are a liar. Yeah, this main flood regions. Yeah, it's quite a storm. So let us not let our guard down. And then you got severe weather happening up here. But, hold on a second. So here's the image of what it looked like before the sun went down. And that is a pretty massive storm. Imagine what it'll look like when the sun goes up. And then look at all the smoke that has just been pouring out of the West Coast. We live in the most interesting times. And yeah, part of the thing that makes it so interesting is it's kind of dangerous. Life itself. And then here's that other thing we're watching to see if that goes up there in any way, shape, or form. And then the lightning. Look at the lightning. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's bad news, though, man. That is super bad news. That could be one of the largest precipitable water bulges I've ever seen this thing produce. So just because it moved north, it is still going to be a super duper rainmaker. And this does happen to stall out in a new way or just move real slow. It's going to cause a lot of problems. And remember, Louisiana got hit in the face with a Category 3 hurricane and only lost 6 people. Somehow, I feel like my fellow Texans, we've been letting our guard down. We had 400 people die in the February storm when they shut our power grid down. Well, we got sucker punched, still losing 400 Texans in one event like that. And then we're losing 400 to the coronavirus almost every day now. Like, Texans, come on, let's get back on top of our be cool, stay cool, play defense game. Pretty please. And keep a sense of humor if you can. Yeah, that is a scary amount of freaking rain, dude, that is headed our way. All right, everybody stay cool. I'll continue to give you all updates. Appreciate you. God bless everyone. Talk to you soon.